I know not everyone could make it to our Market of the Moment Mastermind that we are having every Thursday at 11 o'clock, where we talk about various topics. But I wanted to give a little bit of a recap of what we talked about today, because we had some really great conversations with some of the top agents in our office. And one of the things we discussed was this little model that I have displayed on my screen that was recently given out to us, called Seasons of the Data Bank. And as we all know, if you are not staying in touch with your database regularly, the chances of you having a real estate business that is consistently selling at the level you want it to, it's a pretty slim chance. So really honing into your database and communicating with them at a high level is important. And this is a really great sheet here that I like, that allows you to break up into chunks what you focus on. So for instance, we are in the fall cleanup stage right now. So till the end of the month, you actually still have time. You can go through and review these 3 steps here. So you're going to decide what information you want to have. A thriving database is going to have phone, email, and address. And then if you can tack on a birthday, home anniversaries, or conversations you've had based on the Ford method that we've discussed, that's going to be really important. Number 2, figure out what holes there are in your data bank or database. If you don't have their address, what are you going to do to get it? If you don't have their birthday, what's a way that you can do to get it? And so we discussed some ideas around how to obtain an address and how to obtain a birthday if you don't have it. And then number 3 for fall cleanup is create a list of everyone that should be in your database and isn't. And I have a copy of a really nice database, like memory jogger list of who do you already know that's not in your database, especially people you're regularly giving business to that isn't giving you business. How do we make that a two-way street here? So your dentists, doctors, who does your taxes, who's your painter, plumber, electrician, and it's a several page list. I think there's 150 different ideas of people to think about adding to your database. So we talked a little bit about this and how to get some more names added to your database. And then as we gear up for the last few months of the year into early 2023, there's the winter of renewal, where you start thinking about how to renew all the relationships that you've not been purposeful with. Why do you do it? Well, the end of the year has a lot of natural touch points. Think of all those holidays, Halloween, you've got Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas and New Year's. And this is the time of year where no one's going to think twice if you want to send them a gift card in the mail or a handwritten note card. It is a very common practice this time of year, so you don't have to feel like you're doing something super awkward. On the subject of end of the year, we also discussed how many of the events that are taking place are good ways for you to engage with the community. So as an office at Indy Metro West, we're putting on, I shouldn't say we are putting on, we are going to be part of the trunk or treat that Washington Township Park is putting together on October 30th. So we're going to have a booth where we are handing out candy, but as an agent, if you want to brand yourself, you can have your own booth. There's no cost to having the booth rented, but then you can bring in candy to hand out. You can do a giveaway if you want a way to capture information from the community and hopefully build a relationship so they can be added to your database. That is a great way to do it. Pie Day giveaway is something that several agents in our Indy Metro West office are going to be participating in, where they give pies as a thank you to their database who has been so loyal to them. Our goal as an office is going to be to help carry some of the weight, I guess, with getting these events put on, so you guys don't feel like you're on a lone island having to do it on your own. So between the trunk or treat and this pie day, and then one of our agents talked about the photos with Santa that she likes to do so in between November and December, it varies. So a couple different ideas for you to stay in touch with your database so that you are top of mind when either they are ready to buy or sell, or they know somebody who's ready to buy or sell and they remember you from the conversations that you've had or the event that you invited them to. And then the one last thing I wanted to share that we touched on just a little bit was, if you are going to be reaching out during this winter of renewal time, we have a really easy database New Year script, because sometimes it can be hard to think about what you want to talk about. So this is a great conversation piece that I'm happy to send out so you have access to. So if you aren't putting these on your calendar to attend every Thursday at 11. They are via Zoom, so it's really convenient for you to hop on, either listen to what some of the other agents are talking about that's working well in their business, or hear from leadership and what we're seeing take place in the market. I know you'll walk away with some really good ideas. So next one will be next Thursday at 11 o'clock. And if you have any questions over anything I've talked about, you just let me know.